morning สวัสดีครับDr. Somsak Sukwong my teacher Dr. Doris Capistrano board chairperson RICOP Dr. Tin executive director of RICOP esteemed panelists and moderator distinguished guests colleagues friends and students it is my great pleasure for me to formally participate to the third annual Dr. Somsak Sukwong Public Lectures Series. I would like to start this event with a question to all of you. What can we learn from local people on how to adapt to the impacts of climate change? And what is our role in supporting this? As you are aware, in Asia, local people are experiencing the severe impacts of climate change. Extreme weather conditions are being reported across the region. Regional climate change trends include an average temperatures increase of 0.76 degrees Celsius, 1 to 3 millimeters rise in sea levels annually, and unpredictable dry and rainy seasons. The change in climate demands a change in thinking. As students who are in forestry and forestry-related issues, you know that forest provides us with many invaluable services. But what role can forest play in adapting to the adverse effects of climate change? And what is the role of local people living in forest communities? In Thailand, throughout the region, we know that local forest communities are innovating ways to adapt to the impacts of climate change. In Thailand, there are 9,000 community forest areas, cover more than 5,000 square kilometers. Currently, the Thai local government is supporting these activities, especially the Prime Minister right now. For example, that farmers in Ban Hoi Win in northern Thailand have adopted and modified traditional cultivation practices and species. Local people suffer with drought during the dry season and frequent storm during rainy season. By intensifying rice cultivation through terracing and agroforestry, they have managed to increase variety of products and keep water in their land, which help them increase yield per hectare of land, and at the same time, improve retention of both topsoil and water. In this way, we can see apparent responses and adaptation capacities of the community has managed the impact of climate change of their food security and also livelihoods. This one only one example from one community forest in the northern parts of Thailand. At the Royal Forest Department of Thailand, we know that local people are at the forefront of adapting to climate change impacts. The Royal Forest Department applied the Royal Initiative Projects models with both reforestation and human development to help foster these ideas. We are actively promoting better cooperation and partnership between villagers and forest authorities and seeking for appropriate good practices rather than law enforcement measures that focus only on forest conservation without local people. You know, right now, also in the protected area in Thailand, more than 250 protected areas, national park, wildlife sanctuary, and non-hunting area. We establish the protected area advisory committees or PAC, and this PAC try to work with local people and the ranger in different area. We want to decrease conflict and increase cooperation and to conserve and protect our protected area. And also, we are developing the capacity of young villagers and students, like some of you, to understand more the rules of forest and local people within the climate change context, which will ultimately lead to sustainable forest management in the country and beyond. Today, today's event is an opportunity to learn from some of the great minds of the forestry and forestry-related sectors. We will hear responses from leading international experts on their ideas on adapting to climate change. We will gain insight on how local communities are innovatively adapting to climate change through community forests. And just I mentioned, currently there are 9,000 community forest area in Thailand, covering more than 5,000 square kilometers. Most importantly, we will discuss how each of us has key roles to play in ensuring that we support local communities to respond to climate change. I am very happy today that I'm able to deliver the opening remarks to an event that pays homage to the contribution of one of the pioneers in community forestry, Dr. Somsak Sukwong, of whom once upon a time was also a student of. I hope that after our next few hours together, each of us will be able to better answer my questions. What can we learn from local people on how to adapt to the impacts of climate change? And what is our role in supporting this? Thank you very much. สวัสดีครับ
Thank you, DG Tirapat, for your speech. And we hope in the next 2.5 hours or so, we can actually answer that question based on the discussion that will ensue. For your kind support and your department's support to RECOFT in co-organizing this event, I would like to invite Dr. Tint to present a token of our appreciation. Dr. Tint.